Hello everyone, Ninten110 here. Interesting video I'll be making today. I'll be showing some, basically, animatronic dogs of various brands and breeds mainly, which actually those two are labs and those two are Labradoodles, so actually they're not that different. But let's see. There are actually quite a few animatronic dogs that we have, or animatronic animals, not just dogs. Of course we've got Furbies, we don't have a Teddy Ruxpin, my uncle has one of them. We have just all kinds of various of these things. We have Jimmy animatronics and stuff as well. But in terms of dogs and cats and pets, we've got some of the other WowWee alive pets, but they're in storage right now. We've got the white tiger cub and the lion cub, but this is the dog I'll be showing. He's a Labradoodle. I've got some of the other Fur-Real Friends pets, the older, slightly more simple ones. We don't have any of the like really special ones like Biscuit, but that's fine. But yeah, then let's get to it. Let's see, which one am I going to show first? That's a difficult decision. I guess I'll show this little guy first. So this is, I guess you could say, part of the Fur-Real series, but not necessarily. This was not originally... I don't think these were originally distributed by Hasbro. This is the Joy for All dog. There's also a cat, of course. They are based on the mechs of some of the Fur-Real Friends from the Hasbro lines, and they were eventually distributed by Hasbro. But I'm trying to remember, there was a different company that made them at first, and I don't have the name of it. Or that distributed them at first. Basically, these are made for seniors, people with dementia, or someone who can't really take care of a regular dog. They have like a heartbeat. You can actually feel like the vibration while you're petting its back. You can feel a heartbeat. And I don't know for sure, but they sound kind of silent compared to Fur-Real Friends, which a lot of the Fur-Real Friends are older. And they're very realistic, and I like that. Very cool. Not really a whole lot to them in terms of, like, they don't have, you know, a lot of features or anything like that, or interactivity, but they're not supposed to. They're supposed to be something that you can hold and cuddle with and pet, that, you know, doesn't have fur or fleece, or doesn't have to be fed or watered, basically. The front legs can be posed downwards. Tail moves, as you can see. You can pet it on the back or on the head, and you can, like, feel the heartbeat, but you can't necessarily hear it that much. I actually found this little guy for $7 at Goodwill, which is interesting because this is not the kind of thing that usually tends to show up around here. But yeah, the Joy for All dog. This one's from around 2016, or at least that's what it says on the tag. Pretty popular with a lot of people, not usually just elderly. Great little companion. And next is the WowWee Alive Sleeping Cuties. Like I said, we've also got a few of the other WowWee Alive series pets, but they're not in the house right now. So this little guy's the only one, but he fits in with this video anyway because he's a Labradoodle. And let me go ahead and power him on. He doesn't do as much as the others, mainly just this. Basically just acts like it's waking up and going back to sleep. I think this one was basically meant to be one that you can, like, sleep with in a way. That'll every once in a while, like, kind of wake up and make some noises and go back to sleep. It's pretty cute though, and I think probably was a little bit cheaper than the other WowWee Alive pets, but still. Let's see. Let's see if I can get him to put his head back down, or... There we go. Might be having a little bit of trouble with that. cute little guy though. Okay, so I think I got it now actually. I think you have to kind of like roll him over to make him basically like you're picking him up in a way. And this one is from, I believe, 2010 or 2008 or something. Whatever year it was that the WowWee Alive series was. I thought he had a tag. Wonderful little guy. Yeah, so in the battery compartment it does say 2008, so I was right the first time. And then next we have this little guy. This one's one from my childhood, not really one that you tend to see that often anymore. Don't ever really see it talked about or anything. This is Puppy Grows and Knows Your Name, and it was by Fisher-Price. Basically, he... don't know why it won't focus. And I think this one's from 2007. Basically, when you first get these, they're like shorter, kind of smaller in a way, and the more you play with them, they'll kind of grow a little bit. Not like a huge amount, but they'll go from like, you know, about maybe this tall to like this tall or so. And yeah, when you first get them, there's a little computer disk, and you just put that in and program. There's like, I think, 2,000 names or something like that that you can choose from. Mine, surprisingly, was one of them. And I named this one Biscuit, of course, because I was reading the Biscuit books, and also because I wanted the Fur-Real Biscuit that came out, I think, around the same time.
Hi, Layla. How are you? I'm feeling happy today. Woohoo! Let's bark together, Layla. Repeat after me. Woof, 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 woof.
I'm not gonna do that, Biscuit.
Wow, you're really good at that, Layla.
Wow.
Wow! But yeah, there is a way to reset them, but I'm not so sure I really want to reset mine, because I don't know if the little mechanisms in the legs would still work. I mean, it's possible they would, but he's been kind of standing for a good long while.
I'm hungry, Layla. Can I have my bone?
And I actually did find the bone around here not too long ago, but I have no idea where it is. And I've tried with a Poochie bone and it doesn't work, so gotta be a stronger magnet or something. But yeah, this little guy's pretty interesting.
Let's play, Layla.
In pretty rough shape too, but still works, surprisingly. Was extremely dusty when we first brought him down here. He was at my grandma's house. And yeah, that is the Puppy Grows and Knows My Name by Fisher-Price.
Hi, Layla. How are you? I'm feeling happy today. Woohoo!
Let's see.
Let's bark together, Layla.
Why won't you do something else?
Woof, 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 woof. Wow, you're really good at that, Layla.
Let's see.
Repeat after me. Woof, 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 woof.
I don't want
I think you
to.
have to just press it. There is a button on the head.
That was
There's...
great,
I can't tell if
Layla.
there's more than one.
Or just bop his head down, like bop it twice. Yeah, it's a spring-loaded neck. I think that's what's supposed to do to get him to go back to being small.
Let's play, Layla.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to get him to go back to being small.
You have to probably find another video.
Now, I'm a happy doggy and you're my best friend. I'm a happy doggy and you're my best friend. We grew up together and we'll be friends forever. You're my best friend, Layla. We grew up together and we'll be friends forever.
But yeah, this guy's pretty cute and pretty nostalgic because I actually got him for Christmas. I think the same year I got my Mio pup and a few others as a kid.
Let's play, Layla.
So, and that was also the same year that my cousin got a Biscuit, so that's why I named him Biscuit. But yeah, let's move on to Moji, the most recent one actually. And this is Moji. He just came out, I think, in 2020 or 2021. He's the newest of the bunch. I actually didn't do these in order by age, so excuse my not very smartness. Don't know if I'll be able to wake him up. I might need to turn him off and back on real quick. Here's Moji. And he was made by Skyrocket Toys. Actually really interesting. I don't have all of the accessories for him, so I can't use everything on him. I actually just pulled the little sticker off of this, which is funny because I just got this guy at Goodwill yesterday for $10. Or like $10.99, so like $11 or so. Don't know why this isn't going to show up on my phone camera. There we go. It's got a little LED screen. Stand up. His voice recognition is not the best. Moji. 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 Yeah. He's currently saying that he wants something. Stand up. Little guy, I can't feed you. Yeah, I don't have all of his accessories, so there are certain things I cannot do with him, but I can at least, like, pet on him and he'll do stuff, and he does still have the voice commands, at least. Besides the fact that this guy can stand up, his movement reminds me a lot of Biscuit, the 2007, I think, Fur-Real Friends dog, the gigantic one. But yeah, he's actually pretty sophisticated, especially for a modern toy. A lot of these modern toy animatronics you don't tend to see do very much, at least they're usually very simplified. This one kind of is on par with like the ones from the 2000s that were actually pretty sophisticated. Beg. Watch this. Moji. And see, the interesting thing is too that like his legs, they work very similar to Cyber Popito, which I've also shown on my channel. Moji. There is definitely a delay here. Moji. Moji. And I believe with this guy you can also have different names for him that are accessed via this, so I'm really hoping that... Okay. High five. Hopefully his previous owner didn't give him a name that I don't know. I will say once again, it's crazy that our Goodwill got these, because usually our local Goodwill doesn't tend to get anything interesting. And if they do, they tend to extremely overprice it, so the fact that this guy and the Joy for All dog were both really cheap, it's pretty interesting. He doesn't have, like, full-fledged joints, but he does have at least his back legs and his front legs, and his front legs are actually individually jointed up here, and then his head has a pretty decent amount of movement for something like this. Definitely not the kind of thing you see in a lot of the modern toys, as most of them are usually simplified and entirely app-based, whereas this guy is not, so I love that. But yeah, I actually will be showing at some point, maybe in the future, I'll be showing the WowWee Alive Cubs, any other Fur-Real friends that I have, the rescue pets, probably, oh crap, what are those called? The perfect pets, the ones that are like sleeping, and any other kind of animatronic toys that we have. But yeah, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. But yeah, that was a little extravaganza of animatronic, realistic-looking-ish dogs from basically ones for young kids, and then ones basically for like adults. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure kids could enjoy this one too, but aimed towards adults. Let's see. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, or if you've ever owned any of these before, or what other ones you own. Someday I would love to get a hold of a biscuit for my channel, and just to enjoy in general. And if I ever got a hold of one with really rough fur, I would definitely customize it. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye from all these little dogs.